everyone. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you all are off to an amazing week. I wanted to hop on and talk a bit about this long, lingering story of Bishop TD Jakes versus Larry Reid. Now, I haven't talked about this story in a while because I wanted to just take a step back and observe. It's a very long, lingering story. It's been lingering since probably about the latter part of 2023 on through 2024 on through current year 2025. So like most of us, I have been watching, taking note. So I thought I'd just hop on and just kind of give some commentary on from my perspective and just highlight some of the major events in this story, at least that were major to me. Kind of just highlight, you know, how it started and how it's going from my perspective. I think that's the best way to describe it. Have you all been following this story? Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I hope you enjoy it. This is probably going to be a two-part series because, again, I'm just kind of highlighting from my perspective where the story started, how it started, and where we are in present day. So it's definitely going to be a two-part series because it's a lot entailed in this story. It's a lot, and I just could not get everything that I wanted to say in just one video. So this is part one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all enjoy it. And again, let's talk about it. Please like, comment, and share. During Sunday service on July 6, Bishop Jakes officially passed the mantle to Touré Roberts and Cora Jakes Roberts in a formal ceremony, installing them as senior and co-senior pastors of the Potter's House. The guest speaker, Dr. Cindy Trim, delivered an amazing and powerful sermon. She outlined the works and service that Bishop Jakes has undertaken to build a righteous, meaningful, and godly legacy. One of the most memorable moments was when she personally acknowledged Bishop Jakes' wife and children by name, outlining each of their contributions to his legacy, past, present, and future. The piece of the sermon about legacy particularly resonated with me because unless you've been living under a social media rock, you are aware that over the past year to 18 months, Bishop Jakes has faced multiple social media smear campaigns designed to tarnish his reputation, name, and legacy. I haven't discussed this story recently because I wanted to step back and observe for a while. The so-called church sector of social media had also become too dark and toxic for my taste. However, I wanted to share a few thoughts on what I call the Bishop T.D. Jakes versus Larry Reid saga. In my opinion, Larry Reid and his cohorts initiated many of the attacks on Bishop Jakes and at times his family. The attacks heightened during the latter part of 2023 and continued through 2024. Now, during this time, Larry escalated his attacks on Bishop Jakes through multiple controversial tactics. He has shared videos from gossip blogs with AI-generated images making unsubstantiated claims about Jakes' personal life, attempted to create connections between Jakes and P. Diddy beyond their actual relationship, tried to connect the Jakes family to the alleged home invasion of a woman who has made false claims of child abduction against Cora Jakes, and exploited racial tensions by alleging that Jakes is funded by white people's money. Here are four of the most egregious claims Larry Reid propagated on his platforms. Claim number one, Diddy, 2023. Unfounded personal allegations attempting to manufacture stronger ties between Jakes and Sean Diddy Combs than actually existed. According to the Reuters report, on Monday, March 24, 2024, producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones alleged in a lawsuit that Sean Diddy Combs engaged in a multi-year ex-trafficking venture. The sordid 98-page legal complaint mentioned Jakes' name once, as part of a list of evidence that Jones has personally witnessed and secured. In the suit, Jones claimed he had irrefutable evidence that detailed how Combs planned to leverage his relationship with TD Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. No allegations of wrongdoing were made against Jakes in the suit. In 2024, we learned that derogatory videos of TD Jakes circulating on social media were AI generated. According to an NBC News report, real footage of Jakes appearing at Combs' party was remixed with AI-generated video and audios in several videos that flooded YouTube in late December of 2023 and early January of 2024. A report from January 30th, 2024 cited deep fake detection according to expert C-Wei Liu, a professor of computer science and engineering at the University at Buffalo, who reviewed videos that came up in a search of TD Jakes. Detection tools that Liu used found that audio of Jakes in at least one YouTube video was more than 90% likely to have been AI generated. Many such manipulated videos have since been removed. Number 2, Carlton Pearson, 2023. According to Larey, Bishop Jakes wouldn't have achieved his current status without Carlton Pearson's influence. Larey insisted that Jakes should publicly credit Pearson while Pearson was on his deathbed battling cancer. This demand appeared to be an emotional manipulation tactic intended to bolster Larry's unfavorable narrative about Jakes. Number 3, Manasseh Jordan and the Year of Exposure, 2024. Larry's third effort to damage Bishop Jakes' reputation focused on accusations of what he deemed predatory grooming. However, the alleged victims in these claims were all adult men at the time of the supposed incidents. The primary accuser was initially Manasseh Jordan, son of Bernard Jordan, who had previously served as Larry's mentor before the relationship soured this year. Manasseh has a history of controversial behavior, including being involved in multiple lawsuits over unethical robocalling practices. He also faced accusations of defrauding naive parishioners out of hundreds of thousands of dollars based on false claims of being able to heal the gravely ill and even raise the dead, all for a fee. The year of exposure, according to Manasseh, was going to be a year filled with exposing the most powerful and richest in the church, starting with Bishop T.D. Jakes. Number 4, Dwayne Youngblood, 2024. In a play off his predatory grooming narrative, Reid used his platform to collaborate with Dwayne Youngblood, a registered ex-offender in Pennsylvania. While on Larry's platform, Youngblood accused Bishop Jakes of sexual assault, claiming the incident occurred roughly 40 years ago. Youngblood would have been between the ages of 18 to 21 during the time he claims the incident took place. According to KDKA, a CBS affiliate in Pittsburgh, in 2015, during his probation violation hearing, Allegheny County Judge David Cashman's disgust with Youngblood was unmistakable. "He has lied, scammed, and conned me since the day I got this case," the judge declared. The victim's mother's disgust with Youngblood was even more gut-wrenching. "When my son told me what happened, it was like someone pulled my heart out of my chest. This man with an ankle bracelet was still molesting children. He betrayed my son. He betrayed my family. He told my son, 'Whatever you do, do not tell your mother.'" In 2024, I noticed that during services, Bishop Jakes increasingly made subtle hints about retiring and taking legal action against those attempting to destroy his character on social media. But what did those subtle hints really mean? Now, while 2024 certainly brought some revelations to light, Manasseh's so-called prophecy ultimately failed to deliver. Reid used his social media platform to dangle the year of exposure over his followers like they were salivating wolves, and the phrase was a raw T-bone steak. His posts contained provocative commentary and bold promises to release explosive information about Bishop Jakes and the alleged accusers, whom he claimed to be in ongoing contact with. His followers were surely salivating. His posts were filled with comments containing hashtag phrases such as year of exposure and comments such as God is exposing them all or expose them, Dr. Reid. Now, it's possible to argue that Manasseh's year of exposure prediction was somewhat spot on, since, as I stated before, significant exposures did occur. In 2024, Larey Reid's shady dealings were revealed multiple times. His ties to some of his most trusted associates have apparently disintegrated. Among the most widely discussed failed partnerships was the one between Larey Reid and Bernard Jordan. Jordan appears to have set his sights on a new mentee. To discuss the collapsed partnership between himself and Larey Reid, just recently, the Archbishop chose to visit the St. James Show, a YouTube channel which boldly positions itself as a rival to Larey Reid's platform. But what or who really hyped Larey Reid up so much, giving him the audacity to run the social media streets like a rabid dog, spreading deceitful lies like a contagious disease? Why? What was the real motive behind the bullying and attacks? What or who did the year 2024 really expose? Is there a new mentee in town? Coming soon, the second installment of Bishop TDJ versus Larey Reid. How it started versus how it's going. A mantle passed, a mentee exposed, a mentor speaks. This segment will examine how the year of exposure actually played out for both Larey Reid and Bishop TDJ. Stay tuned. I hope you've enjoyed this commentary. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, I am my sister's mirror. Talk soon. Bye.